Welcome back, folks, to the Free Speech Podcast, number 3, brought to you by Deutschland and your host. Hopefully, we'll have some guests on this time. I won't have to just rant about the RCMP. I haven't really chosen a subject for tonight yet, so let's check to make sure I'm live there. All right, looks good on that end. Why is it asking me to log in? I'm already logged in. Okay, that's weird. Okay, well, so be it. All right, let's get the intro out of the way. Hopefully, I don't get the copyright strike because I'm going to try to keep it short, under 10 seconds.
Free speech for the top. Free speech for the top. Free speech for the top. Free fucking speech.
All right, there we go. Got that out of the way. So, yeah, what are we talking about tonight? I think someone suggested talking about COVID and the vaccines, but yeah, that's probably going to take me more than a couple hours to get into. So, yeah, do we have any suggestions for topics? Otherwise, yeah, I'll just kind of ramble for a bit. Just asking the chat here. You can see from my orange complexion that I've been getting a lot of sun recently up on the roof. So we're just about done now. We finished with cleaning up the loose shingles and roofing paper, tar paper and that earlier today. And actually would have been good weather considering that it rained all last night. And yeah, part of the morning. And then it was mostly overcast with a little bit of drizzle in between in the afternoon. But tomorrow there's going to be heat advisory. It's supposed to get up to like 38 Celsius. So that's like, what, 115 Fahrenheit? Over Tuesday and Wednesday. So that's going to be pretty brutal. Definitely don't want to be roofing, but we got to get the ridge done, ridge line, just along between the south side and facing towards the north side. But that should take about an hour, hour and a half tops, and we're starting at like 7:30, quarter to 8 in the morning. So have a coffee, smoke, head up, get it done. Hopefully I won't need to head up. The head roofer Vince, he'll pretty much be able to do it himself. We just need to be there to pass some tools or get rid of some loose shingles. And then we're taking a break from all that until probably end of September, unless we get a real cooling down period where it's like mid-teens, because it was just brutal working in July on the roof when it's so damn hot and there's so much UV. I think I got enough vitamin D to last me through till the end of the year. If I get any more red, I'm gonna, I don't know, qualify for a different ethnicity. They say white people can't tan or aren't people of color. I mean, yeah, we get red in the sun, get blue in the cold. We go green when we're sick. We get white, well, default pink, I guess. But we go real ashen white when we're scared or whatever. We're more people of color than anyone else. I think some comic boy said that once. I can't remember exactly who, but yeah. We're definitely a colorful bunch. And some of us tan better than others, yeah. I'm part Irish, so I mean, I really should be a lobster by now, but I guess it's because of constant and not consistent tanning. It's not like I was out there trying to tan, I was out there working on the roof. And before that was barbecue, so it's like I try to get as much shade as possible, but you're still getting the reflection off the shingles and that from UV. So yeah, looking like Trump, I guess. Orange man bad. Or George Hamilton, I guess. If I shaved the beard and my hair was all white or blonde, I guess for Trump. It's huge, huge. So, yeah. We could talk about the different riots going on right now, protests in Holland. So they got the Dutch ad out here. I support Holland farmers. I think in Poland and Italy, they're also taking up arms. So let's check to see what the latest news is on that. I dread having to go to Twitter, but let's see what's trending. Most of the people I follow are pretty based, though. No, I don't want notifications, thank you. Jeopardy was on that. Who cares? No, I don't want to follow Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's why. Okay, I'm signed in here as my dad. All right, gotta launch an opera. I really should be using Brave, but um, I'll get around to it eventually. I had it on the old computer, and I was trying to transfer whatever credit system they had there uh, over to this one, but it wouldn't recognize it for some reason. So okay, whatever. Oh, what's new on Twitter? Taking forever to load. Yeah, a couple weeks back, I don't know if they still had it, but they were sending in the Dutch army, I think. Or was that just like a week ago? Oh, this week has felt like a month. All the roofing and that. And it's been 2 weeks that we've been roofing basically since we got the supplies around. Yeah. 2 weeks ago. Damn. Yeah, forget him. What's going on with Dutch farmers? Yeah, they had like a tank, and they were going to send in the army, and then part of the army, like a division or something like that, decided they were going to join with the farmers. So, boring, boring. Now, yeah. So I think the whole thing started with the farmers. They were told by the Dutch government that a third of their land was going to be taken from them. I imagine they would have to sell back the land at a premium or something like that, or buy them out. Not just going to reclaim the land like they're doing in South Africa, where they butcher the farmers and rape the mothers and daughters and that. That's pretty horrible what's happening in South Africa. It's like payback for apartheid or something. And they wonder why they can't grow enough food and they have rolling blackouts every 4 hours. But yeah, in Holland, uh, yeah, they wanted to get rid of a third of the farms due to like nitrogen levels or something like that were being released. So probably all this climate change, carbon tax bullshit. I mean, yeah, sure, man's contributing to the destruction of nature and that, but how much of an impact is that having on climate, considering we've had like four and we're overdue for a fifth? Or has there been five ice ages so far? I don't know. I think we're supposed to get them every 10,000 years or something like that, and we're long overdue for another. And it's not going to be like Day After Tomorrow, the Roland Emmerich film with Jake Gyllenhaal. Um, Dennis Quaid would have made an excellent Joker. He's got that smile. Oh, German farmers are on a convoy in action to heat on the border between Germany and Netherlands. So that's what I don't get. I mean, like a third of Holland already, the Netherlands, has been reclaimed from the sea. Why don't they just extend into the North Sea and, you know, build dikes further in or further out? And, yeah. So, anyways, they wanted to reclaim that so they could create public housing for a lot of these migrant workers that are coming in from North Africa and Middle East, so that they would get short-term benefits from taxing them and providing rentals. Yet, how are you going to grow all your food? I think Netherlands is one of the top exporters of European horticulture, right? Agriculture, not just tulips or cheese. Edam, Gouda, Gouda. And I lived in Amsterdam for a year, so I mean, sort of. Well, I wouldn't say it hits close to home. You know, I lived in Germany longer and more recently, about 6 years, 3 months. Deutschland, Dan, hence the name. But yeah, I totally sympathize with the farmers' plights, just as I did with the truckers' convoy here in Canada. So, and they're actually using the Canadian flag as a symbol of rebellion there. So that's pretty cool that it's been appropriated as like you know the skull and bones for the piracy. Yep. Canadian truckers showed them how to do it. They led the way. Canadians vanguard in the war against the elites. Yeah, so it's like some bullshit excuse in order to have the short-term gains from having housing there, low-income, affordable housing. But the problem is because of the alluvial soil and lack of bedrock, like you have to use like I saw them building some of those office buildings. I think it was like ABN Ambro or something like that, or ING, Rabobank, something like that. They were putting in these pylons. They were like pounding them into the ground with this heavy machinery in order to get down to the bedrock. Um, so I mean, it's great for the soil, for alluvial soil, but you can't build any buildings over like 3 or 4 stories. And of course, a lot of the places, if you've ever been to the Anne Frank house, I mean, that's a perfect example, is they have these narrow steps that you almost have to tiptoe up, you know. It's like designed for a geisha girl or something. Broken toes, you know. Someone who had their feet bound to make them petite. It's crazy. I don't know. Yeah, so I was lucky to get a place when I was living in Amsterdam, just off of Amstelveen, so close to the Amstel station. Um, yeah, a lot of Amstels there. And that was like a 10-minute commute to work, so that was perfect because that was right across from the station there. As on Transvaalstraat, I believe. So it was like right around the corner where Theo van Gogh, I think, was a distant relative of Vincent van Gogh, the Dutch Impressionist painter, where he was shot for making a documentary uh, about Muslim women and some rather feminism in the Islamic world. I can't remember exactly what it was, but somewhat controversial. Yeah, they killed him, and that was just like around the corner. So there was a lot of a strong Muslim community there in that district that I was living in, and I guess yeah, they're trying to expand that and taking over farms. And it's like, well, where are you going to grow the food then? You know. So it doesn't make sense. I've heard now too from boots on the ground from Southern Pepper One that there's farms down the states that are being bought up not just by Bill Gates, who's now the largest farmland owner in the U.S. That there's these solar energy companies that are building like solar farms and that. I guess because the land's already flat and it's cleared of tree and shrub and debris and trunks and that rocks. Um, they're either leasing it out to them or they're trying to finance their own. But of course, banks aren't providing that the financing for that for small ventures, you know, from individual farmers. So they have to form like a collective or something like that to get it done. Or they're just selling their land outright. And yeah, where are you gonna grow the crops? Where are you gonna have the livestock grazing? You know, if everything is all solar farms, it's like wouldn't it make more sense to build that out in areas that are inhospitable to things like they have that huge solar array that was featured in Fallout New Vegas. What was that called? The Hyperion Project, I think. It's Capricorn. I'm trying to remember the exact mission, but it was guarded by the NCR troops, and it was just like yeah, something out of was like Archimedes, I think, that Greek scientist or inventor that came up with the death ray from the sun that he was going to use to torch naval units from like Persia or the Phoenicians, other groups that were attacking them. So the Greek navy. Huh. Yeah. So why don't they build them out in the desert or like in mountainous regions where you can't really grow much or it's not having any impact on wildlife? I mean, If people really cared about the environment that much, why wouldn't they be out there planting trees instead of trying to turn that into like biofuel? So there was actually a pretty good documentary made by, I don't know if he directed it, he might have been like an executive producer or something like that, but it's affiliated at least with Michael Moore. Most of his documentaries have been very left-leaning, very union, pro-democrat crap. Although it's the same guy that did Canadian Bacon, which is one of my favorite films. So, I mean, that's right up there with Strange Brew with Bob and Doug McKenzie. Yeah. Take off, you hosers. Eh, beauty. Yeah, Canadian Bacon with John Candy and Dan Aykroyd, and like Alan Alda was playing the president, Rip Torn as his general. That was pretty awesome. Yeah. He made some good comedies before he turned into like a controversial filmmaker. But I can't remember the name of it. Midgie was telling me about that, and I'm wondering if she's actually involved with this Dutch protest. I mean, she's been involved since like day one with counter protests against mandates and vaccines and lockdowns and everything. So more than likely, yeah, she's. I'd like to get in contact with her. I wrote to her a while back, but she hasn't responded yet. I guess she's busy, like handing out leaflets or going to protests and that sort of thing. But yeah, it looks like the Germans are joining the fight, which is pretty cool. Uh, bu- 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 Yeah, it looks like Russell Brand is weighing in and said it's in order to bankrupt the farmers so their land can be grabbed. This shows you how the Great Reset operates. That makes sense. Ontario goes Dutch. This Saturday, July 23rd, convoy groups from across Ontario united to support the Dutch farmers in their international fight for freedom. Okay, so that's Saturday, huh? So they're leaving from Eastgate Square in Hamilton. Oh, maybe I can get in on that. What's going on here? I'm just scrolling through to see if there's anything else, any updates on what's going on in Holland. So Louis Brackpool is there for reporting for Rebel News. I mean, they were spraying down the police precincts, police stations, and I think it was some members of Parliament's houses, or maybe the Parliament House itself, which I think is in Den Haag, the Hague, where they have the International World's Court or something like that, where they tried people for like war crimes and that. They were spraying that down with fertilizer and manure, so that was pretty cool. And they're blocking traffic and some of that, stopping, they're just creating havoc. So they've gone above and beyond what the freedom fighters and the convoy in Ottawa were doing, which was consisted basically of bouncy castles and just having fun in the snow. That was a truly peaceful protest. International demonstrations. Dutch farmers are calling for. The world is going Dutch. Against radical climate policies on July 23rd. So that's cool. I wonder if that's all in Dutch.
Cutting back the herd isn't the cause of any problems. You know, we are that's problem.
Let me bring this over here. Let me just share that screen. Display capture. Okay.
Probably on this moment the main cause of it all. We're not talking about nitrogen. No, they just want to reduce the national herd. Well, every farmer all around the world and also every citizen knows that cutting back the herd isn't the cause of any problems. You know, we are producing food. 2/3 of agricultural land on the planet can only be grown by grass, and you need cows like this for making grass into meat or into milk or whatever you want.
Jeez.
Whatever problem with emissions, with pollution on the world you are asking about, whether it's not chemical, but farming is probably a part of the problem, but most of it all, it's part of the solution. Well, Dutch farmers now are getting angry every day more. Government is not listening, and what we are fearing for is we have to leave our land, and that's also a deeper agenda behind it. In Holland, they just want to have farmers' land. 62% of the area in Holland is farmed by farmers, and what they want to do is they want to have the land cheap, so they're making it nature first. And when they have the land in their hands, they can build houses on it. Houses we don't need by Dutch citizens, because average Dutch couple is getting 1.8, 1.9 kids. So what's the problem of the demand for houses? That we get 100,000 refugees in this country every year. That's why they have to build houses. Well, that's a shortcut of our problems right now. Farmers are getting angry. They're not listened by the government. Every solution we came on with, they don't take it. And what we see right now, when we have to reduce our national herd, when we have to reduce our herds by ourselves, farms will break down. On this moment, when the plan of the government is coming through, probably 30, 40, 50% of the farmers have to fear for their future. That's why we're on the street. That's why we're protesting.
Hell yeah. Oh, Spain and Italy joined Germany and Poland. Nice. Viva la visión. Oh, it's the same one over again. Why is Klaus Schwab's trending? Oh, maybe this one.
What we stand for. This is my hometown, folks. This is what we stand for. We stand unite with farmers. They want to disown the farmers from their property. You know what it is when you don't have property anymore? You got children. What do you do with your children? You want to become a farmer. So please stand up. And also the farmers, we get our food. Everything comes from the farmers. So when no farmer, no food. Please, 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 I beg you, wake up, wake up. Don't let this go down as many people go dead or something else, or just please, please wake up. Let the world show what's going on right here. It's no good. The agenda from Klaus Schwab, the 2030 agenda, this is rolled out. It's nothing to do with disown your own folks. It's terrible. Please wake up. This is my hometown, folks. This is what we stand for. We stand unite with farmers. They want to.
Okay, let's just check this. What a dipshit. Okay, WF, it's not a conspiracy, it's a published mission statement. People are beginning to see that governments are mostly following an agenda laid out for them in bilateral global agreements that they cannot or will not deviate from, and that you did not vote for. There was an urgent need for global stakeholders to cooperate in simultaneously managing the direct consequences of the COVID-19 crisis to improve the state of the world. The World Economic Forum is starting the Great Reset initiative. As we enter a unique window of opportunity to shape the recovery, this initiative will offer insights to help inform all those determining the future state of global relations, the direction of national economies, the priorities of societies, the nature of business models, and the management of global commons. Drawing from that vision and vast expertise of leaders engaged across the forum's communities, the Great Reset initiative has a set of dimensions to build a new social contract that honors the dignity of every human being. Yeah, right. Bullshit. Let's see what this forum would say.
Technologies. I enumerated 24 different technologies. And at the end, it is a fusion of the material or physical, biological, and digital world. What we are seeing now in new technological breakthroughs, I just had also the pleasure to see the Center for Neuroscience here. I think at the end, we will see a combination, a power which is based on a combination of those three dimensions: physical, biological, and digital. I enumerate
You first, buddy. You first. You can be the guinea pig.
at a turning. History is truly at a turning point. We do not yet know the full extent and the systemic and structural changes which will happen. However, we do know that global energy systems, food systems, and supply chains will be
fucking up right
deeply
now.
affected.
Yeah.
History.
No shit. Fucking throw a monkey wrench into it, assholes. Yeah, look at all these fuckers from Canada, huh? All over the world, really. Biden. Everyone that's saying Build Back Better. Yeah, even Putin. Yep. Well, he's out now, right? Scott Thompson. They have a new, he's probably a World Economic Forum member, too. Before him was Merkel. Well, pretty much all of them. Well, Boris is out now, Bojo. BlackRock, yeah. European Union. Yep. Yeah, they're all in on it. So, George Carlin said it's one big club and you're not in it. We're not in it. Okay, I'm gonna run a video because I feel like going for a smoke since, yeah, not too much going on with viewership at the moment and audience participation. So, let me see here. Try to find an older video here. Don't have anything with music. Well, here's an earlier version of me. Oh wait, no, that's not gonna. I guess I have to. Yeah, I guess you can load up part of my unboxing. Where's that at now? There we go. Enjoy this video of me. Welcome back, folks. Toys Land Dan here, doing another unboxing of packages I received from Canadian Prepper not too long ago. It arrived Thursday, I think. But I've been so busy roofing, haven't really had the time to unbox any of this stuff. So, yeah, I guess let me fix up a drink and we'll get started. Today, doing some Canadian Club. Let's wet my whistle here a bit. Feels like I got roof coof. Had trouble breathing earlier, so. And the last few days, every time I woke up, feels like when I splash cold water in my face to wake up before I get the coffee in me. Because I'm barely functional without coffee. Felt like my skull was trying to explode out of my head. Like my face just felt like it was like even like from the top right down to the jaw and back and everything, it's just like expanding. I don't know if that was like from heat stroke or something, but Yeah, it was brutal. And even like the dentist, when I went for an appointment on Wednesday for cleaning and X-rays, he said that my sinuses were all stuffed up because he said it's not good to be breathing through your mouth. It's like usually I try to breathe through my nose, out through my mouth or something. So. That's good. Yeah, so I got this thing that I haven't tried in a while, or haven't tried yet, rather. It's a Vicks sinus inhaler, so that's not from Canadian Prepper, but it's supposed to help alleviate congestion from allergies and colds. So probably gonna do like the Dennis Hopper and Velvet, Blue Velvet later. So, anyways, let's get on with the unboxing. Oh shit, all that stuff's weighing me down back there. All right, I need that, I guess. So I've already kind of got the box on the go here. Maybe I should tip this down so you can see the floor a bit better there. That'll hold. Might have to weigh it down a bit. Come on. I got so much black electrical tape there, it's not even funny. Okay, it's slowly rising. Maybe I should weigh it down somehow. Can I use to weigh it down? More black electrical tape, I guess. Alright. Come around the sides there. And then just tape that off on the monitor. That should work. When we don't find you handsome, they'll at least find you handy, right? Red green, keep your stick on the ice. Alright, let me see if I can get this all the way out here. It's a big old box. We're not realistic on that side there. Alright, it just gets through here. So, where's the box? Come on, stay down. There we go. It's a better perspective. A shaky cam. Alright. Well, we don't need that. Or all this packing stuff. Toss all that. So, first things first. Got a from Soul Survive Outdoors Longer flat pack collapsible bucket 10 liter. So, let's test this out. Alright. How does this expand here? Does this pop up like that? Let's go that way. No, that's the bottom of the bucket, right? So, frisbee. Good doggy dish. And the instructions are on here. Expect the unexpected. Height is 10 inches. Okay. Great for dishwashing, campsite cleanup, and gear storage. How do you unfold this? You have to twist it or something? Oh. I want to break it. Nope, there we go. Okay, so it just kind of pops out like that. That's pretty cool. So, bleh, if I drink too much. Alright, put that aside. Okay, there then. Nope, don't fall. Put that in there. And I got some free Peak stuff. That's pretty cool. So, because a return customer also got the 10% discount. So, thank you for that. Appreciate it. We'll keep it all together, but it's, yeah, 25 years shelf life, 3 servings, 1 pound of fresh fruit and veggies. And then there's also poulet rice, so chicken with rice, home style, I guess. And then there's a couple other ones there, breakfast, some other eggs, sausage. So I'd open it up, but I kind of want to keep that for my bug out bag, so I'll throw that back there. What else do we got here? Jumbo camp shower. So this is like solar heated heat water direct from the sun, 5 gallons, lightweight, non-toxic PVC, compact, easy use. Holds enough water for 3 to 4 showers, 5 gallon, 19 liters capacity. So before you use the camp shower, rinse the bag with 1 tablespoon baking soda and very warm water. Sort of like a camel pack, you can hang up. Fill camp shower bag with water, place on a flat, stable surface that is exposed to direct sunlight. In approximately 3 hours, you'll be able to enjoy a relaxing hot shower. Camp shower can attain temperatures in excess of 120 Fahrenheit, so that's about 40 Celsius. Test the water before using and add cold water as needed, not to be used as a container for drinking water. World famous. Yeah. So I'm not gonna. All right, I'm back. Let's move that over the side there. Okay. Got here. All right, where were we here? If I'd be copyright struck for humming along to the A-Team theme song. Let's see if anyone's available for guest appearance. Is Ben on yet? Will you be joining my free speech cast tonight as a guest? Check to see who else is available. Okay, nobody at the moment. That's fine. That's fine. Guess I could just continue to ramble for a while. I'll fix up another drink then. Yeah, so I was talking about Klaus Schwab, Great Reset. I don't know if you've seen the video about him talking about how he's penetrated half of the cabinet under Trudeau. We have penetrated the Canadian cabinet, ministers, parliaments, with young leaders of the World Economic Forum. Yeah, let me see if I can dig up that one. Let me just bring that back into frame. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, this is right as they
The
live.
stresses of finding work, waves of lockdowns, and the stresses of finding work or returning to workplaces have even amplified the existential and often silent mental health crisis.
Well, duh.
So, what
Ties
should you
Traffic.
do? You are calling for the international community to safeguard vaccine equity, to respond to COVID-19 and prevent future health crises. Nobody will be safe if not everybody is vaccinated.
Fuck that. Pure blood. Well, Hitler did say if he couldn't conquer Europe, well, maybe he meant eventually the world, through military means or by force, then he would do it economically and socially. What is the quote exactly? I better look that up. Just so you know, I'm not talking on my ass. which I generally tend to do. Hitler, quote, conquer the world. Aha, look at that. To conquer a nation, first disarm its citizens. Right out of Mein Kampf. Yeah, if you actually listen to some of Hitler's quotes in German, and if you haven't been understanding of German, it does sound pretty socialist. I mean, they were the National Socialist Democratic Party, Nazis. No, I'm trying to find that one world to conquer. Maybe Europe. Financially. Let's try that. Reichstag speech. Let's check wiki quote here. Economic. Wow. Okay. Let's try conquer them. Conquers them. Okay. Water, conquer Leningrad. Urals. History shows that all conquerors who have allowed their subject races to carry arms have prepared their own downfall by doing so. The most foolish mistake we could possibly make would be to allow the subject races to possess arms. Disarming the population. Testament of Adolf Hitler. The Civil War in which the Southern states were conquered against all historical logic and sound sense, the American people have been in a condition of political and popular decay. In that war, it's not the Southern states, but the American people themselves who were conquered. In this spurious blossoming of economic progress and power politics, America has ever since been drawn deeper into the mire of progressive self-destruction. Beginnings of a great new social order based on the principle of slavery and inequality were destroyed by that war, and with them also the embryo of a future truly great America that would not have been ruled by a corrupt caste of tradesmen, but by a real Herren class that would have swept away all the falsities of liberty and equality. I'm looking for his quote about, if we couldn't conquer Europe militarily, then they would have conquered it financially and through policy or something, politically, I guess. Pretty sure that's, yeah, okay. Good luck trying to find it in Europe. Yeah, 51 inches. Okay. I know that quote's out there. Let's try it economically. See this Hitler's first radio address. Yeah, fine. Cookies, whatever. Go on. The delusion that some are the conquerors and others the conquered destroys the trust between nations and thereby also destroys the world economy. But the misery of our people is terrible. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, basically that's what led to the creation of the European Union. I mean, Woodrow Wilson tried that before with League of Nations, which failed, and now you have the United Nations. So, anyways, yeah, we're going off on a tangent on Hitler. That's probably not a good sign. But this is the Free Speech Podcast, so this is what it's all about, right? Looking at historical context and holding up a magnifying glass to current policies that are going on and seeing how history doesn't necessarily repeat itself, like Mark Twain says, but it sure rhymes. Ooh, Alex Jones. Yeah, let's try to get to that.
Possible. Let me give you the good news. I've calculated every possible outcome of this, and in about 90% of the outcomes, we win.
Nice.
And those are all probable. But it's going to be hell on the way. Just like Churchill told people at the start of World War II. He said, listen, I ain't here to tell you this is going to be easy, but we're not rolling over, and we're going to win, and it's going to be hard.
Mm-hmm. You shall never surrender.
It's going to be hard, folks. And we've already set up operations against them. We've already exposed them so bad. All our past work is like money in the bank. It's already, I could get killed tomorrow or put in prison or whatever. We already fucked them up. We fucked them hard. We fucked them hard. Fuck you, New World Order. We fucked you.
That's right.
But I want to keep on winning. And I think, and I know my best work is about to be done. So I'm asking you now to pray to God for a global awakening. And I'm asking you now to use your will against these people and to peacefully speak out against them and to have this information go everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm doing my part. Oh, ex-Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Already there is a new world government, enforced with powerful military forces and a willingness to subvert and undermine the governments of all countries. Politically, we see them urging every country to undergo regime change, except for those who are already submitting to them. There must be regime change so that all governments in this world would submit to this world power, this world government. And if you refuse to change your government, you will be persuaded through propaganda, through actions including invasion and occupation, and the removal of the head of that government to be replaced by one that submits to the most powerful nation. In other words, the one who will accept the concept of a new world order. And this world government will govern without our consent. They will govern according to their own concept of governance, their own ideas about freedom, their own ideas about what is right and what is wrong. And when this happens, of course, then the new world order would have succeeded fully. What we are seeing today is a process towards that direction, the establishment of a world government that is responsible to nobody. We would have no choice at all as to who should rule this world. We have to accept the rulers because they consider themselves as the most suitable people to rule this world. And the peace that we will get from this is the peace of the graveyard, because the intention also is to reduce the number of people in this world. At the time when the New World Order was enunciated, the population of this world was only 3 billion. The intention was to reduce it to 1 billion. Now the population of the world is 7 billion. There will be a need to kill many billions of people or to starve them to death or to prevent them from giving birth in order to reduce the population of this world.
Mass sterilization.
This is what is in store for most. For those who will suffer and die, there will be the peace of the grave.
Mm-hmm.
That I've stepped in to help with my greatest asset, my taste. This plant-based meat is not only amazingly delicious, but it's also better for you and better for the planet.
How?
It's a simple change that makes a really big difference.
But they don't try to make steak taste like salad.
Chief taste consultant, there's never been a better time to go beyond.
Garbage.
I believe
go beyond
so
your
much in
bullshit. Why don't you just feed everybody with slices off your ass? You got enough to spare.
It is a fusion. I enumerated 24.
Oh yeah, this guy, yeah. So already. Yeah, Sun Tzu's Art of War. There we go. Rules of war: cut off supply chains, hit fuel lines, destroy wealth, disarm citizens, affect transportation, Silence important communications, create diseases, cause strife and divisions, insert lies, confusions, and propaganda. Make yourself look like the savior. Appear weak when you're strong, appear strong when you're weak. Never interrupt your enemy when they're making a mistake. I sure hope so.
En hij heeft ook een is de heer Klaus Schwab, oprichter en voorzitter van het World Economic Forum. En hij heeft ook een boek geschreven met als pakkende titel COVID-19, The Great Reset. En mijn vraag aan de demissionair minister-president is: hoe beoordeelt hij de inhoud van dit boek?
De minister-president.
Ik ken het boek niet, voorzitter. Maar ik zou de heer Vermeijeren willen adviseren om niet al te veel in al die conspiracy-theorieën. Ik kijk ze ook allemaal op YouTube. Ik vind het altijd fascinerend hoe dan
really a conspiracy theory.
9/11 niet heeft plaatsgevonden of dat het allemaal anders zit. Ontzettend knap in elkaar gezet. Maar het is meestal...
like a controlled demolition? Building 7?
Nou, het verbaast mij dat de eerste vraag die ik aan de heer Rutte stel sinds ik beëdigd ben als Kamerlid direct wordt beantwoord. Dank u wel, maar het verbaast mij dat die eerste vraag direct wordt beantwoord met een leugen. Ik heb namelijk een brief in mijn hand, die dateert van 26 november 2020. En dat is een brief van de heer Rutte aan de heer Klaus Schwab, waarin hij de heer Schwab bedankt voor het toezenden van zijn boek. En dit noemt een hoopvolle analyse voor een betere toekomst. Zou de heer Rutte nog even kunnen graven in zijn geheugen? Het is nog geen half jaar geleden, dus ik weet niet hoe lang uw herinneringen actief blijven. Maar waarschijnlijk is dit nog wel ergens op te graven. En mijn eerste vraag opnieuw te beantwoorden en nu eerlijk, alstublieft.
Nou, het eerlijke antwoord is dat dat een nette brief is.
Sure.
Je, helaas niet alle boeken die je toegestuurd krijgt van kaft tot kaft kunt lezen.
Oh, didn't do his book report, huh?
Een vriendelijke brief wil terugsturen.
Nou, dan zegt de heer Rutte dus eigenlijk dat hij niet heeft gelogen tegen mij, maar tegen de heer Klaus Schwab. Maar laat ik dan hier direct alsnog de vraag stellen. De heer Klaus Schwab, die pleit in zijn boek voor het resetten van onze wereld, om onze nationale parlementaire democratie te vervangen door een globale technocratie. Hij pleit ervoor dat er een einde komt aan privébezit.
Nothing
en
be happy.
De heer Rutte is er kennelijk niet eens van bewust dat hij dit een hoopvolle boodschap voor een betere toekomst heeft genoemd. Hoe is het mogelijk dat de heer Rutte een waardeoordeel hecht aan een boek met een neocommunistische boodschap, terwijl hij dat boek niet eens gelezen heeft?
Dank u wel.
It's like LeBron James, where he only reads the first page of every book. Well, let's see what Malone has to.
What I believed for a long time had to be a crazy conspiracy theory, this Great Reset, that was a book title published by the head of the World Economic Forum 4 months into the outbreak that spoke specifically about exploiting the outbreak for other purposes having to do with an economic agenda. In fact, we should take that seriously. That appears to have been the case. It appears to have been whether, all the nuance of where did the virus come from, how was it generated, was it intentionally released, was it inadvertently released, all that stuff is unanswerable. But I believe that when you look at the data, the information about the policies, when they were implemented, the monetary policies that were implemented that we're now living with, the consequences of, those data can best be fit as consistent with the plans of a group of people who had strong economic interests. And it's very difficult for me to account for the policies that have been implemented.
So last question for me.
So, it's the World Economic Forum that wants to buy up Dutch farmers' lands, huh? Interesting. Who'da thunk it? Okay, we're gonna watch that one. You first. It does look like a James Bond villain. He sees that cat. Dr. Evil. $1 million. Release the sharks with lasers! Interesting. Here we go.
Mr. Trudeau,
I was looking for
young generation like Prime Minister Trudeau, half of this cabinet are actually young nobles of the world equation. We penetrate the cabinets. The change is not just happening. The change can be shaped by us. We have to prepare for a more angry world. How to prepare? Take the necessary action to create a fairer world. I see the need for a great reset. The people assume we are just going back to the good old world which we had, and everything will be normal again. This is, let's say, fiction. It will not happen.
There is only one way this pandemic is going to go. It's going to get worse and worse and worse.
The next crisis is already waiting for us around the corner.
Climate change.
And it is the climate crisis. Young generation like...
Let me tweet that. Alright. Anything else you guys want to talk about? I'm coming up on another smoke break, I guess, soon, so... either that or, I don't know, I usually go for a couple hours, so kind of reaching the halfway point. Who's watching right now? Me to suggest a topic for me to talk about. Like supply chain shortages, the record-breaking heat that we have. That's of course blamed on climate change. Like it's never been hot in the summer before. Yeah, I talked about the Dutch farmers earlier. Their uprising. Yeah. Maybe my brain's just fried from being on the roof the past 2 weeks. Now, think about it. Let me know. Get back to me. I'll throw up some more of my unboxing video here. Be back in some folks. Top the hour. Smoke break. Unpack all of that. I'll just leave that to the side there. What else do we have here? I got all of these things. Filters. I think these are filters for the gas mask. So they're a NATO standard from Mira Safety, I believe. So that's all the instructions for it. Put that old filter. Filter is intended for the full face protective mask and blower units. Papper. Before you use the filter, check it visually for damage or previous use. Oh, looks good. It's all vacuum sealed. Check whether the thread connector of the protective equipment corresponds to the filter thread and remove the filter from the pack. Okay, blah, 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 limitations. Yeah, and then filter type. So yeah, basically this is for like World War III. If there's a nuclear strike or something. Yeah. So I ended up getting 6 of these. And then the gas mask that goes with it. So I'm just going to put those in the collapsible bucket. If it would not fall, that would be great. Next. Oh, instructions. Tactical Tomahawk. Voodoo Hawk Mini. Durable glass reinforced nylon handle. Includes metal pommel and synthetic sheath. Lifetime warranty. It's got the spike for piercing applications. SOG sharp. Stainless steel head. Grooved handle surface for improved grip strength. Durable GRN handle. And metal pommel for hammering applications. Voodoo Hawk Mini is a combo tomahawk and axe featuring an extended cutting head, tactical head spike, compact glass reinforced nylon handle. Metal pommel also includes top-loading synthetic sheath for belt carrier. So it's 23 ounces. Blade length is 2.7 inches. Overall length is 12.5 inches. Blade steel is 3CR13 cast with the handle glass reinforced nylon, finished satin, includes pommel, and sheath is synthetic. Warning, wear safety goggles, user and bystander. I guess that's for like wood chips and stuff. Yep. So that's designed by SOG out of Seattle, Washington. Pretty cool. So I'll leave it in the pack too for now. We're gonna put this. No, throw it on top of the PC. All right. This is something made in China, so I need to open this up to figure out what the hell it is. One piece. STC-DNVB. Let me get my. Do I have my knife here? No, that's on my fanny pack. Okay. Scooch this on over. Hopefully the chair doesn't collapse. So I've got my fishing vest with all the stuff on there. And I'll just grab that out of there. Come on, you. Some more knife. Stay. Alright, let's see what we got here. Always cut away from yourself, never towards. Okay. So let me pierce the top, just get some of that tape there. Ooh, stealth cam, nice. Alright, hopefully it doesn't have Chinese spyware or TikTok installed or something. Check out that. Ha ha ha. So, digital night vision binocular and camera, 1,300 foot daylight range and 400 foot night range. Advanced performance stealth cams, NVB, utilizes the all latest and ultra low light digital technology to gather more light, increasing the effective night vision range and producing a brighter and more detailed image. Complete fingertip control. The NVB brightness feature, digital zoom, daytime camera, and video use settings with the touch of a button on the ergonomically designed rubberized grip. Also featuring 3 times optical lens, 3 times digital zoom, total up to 9 times zoom. Powered by 6 AA batteries, not included, of course. Luckily, I got a whole buttload of AA's right here. Let me just move the camera there. So, I gotta get a charger for my Xbox One Series S because this thing has already gone through about a dozen batteries. So we'll have to field test that maybe with the sometime at night, or well, we could also do it during the day. Just keep that over by the axe with my crossbow. I got the Excalibur, which I haven't had a chance to field test yet because been busy roofing. All right, what else do we have here? Adhesive toe warmers. Looks pretty cool. So I got a bunch of the ones for the hands, but I needed some more for the toes. 5 hours pure heat from Yak Tracks, and that's 40 pairs. So I bought a bulk thing of that. So we don't necessarily need to open that. Let's keep that down there. All right, what else do we got here? Tax Series Color Olive Mil Spec. Oh, this is the Schmog thingy. So it's basically like a scarf. Keep that over there. What else we got here? Sort of a grab bag of things. This is the tourniquet. XT600 OREN SAM XT High Vis Orange. With the safety instructions from SAM XT Extremity Tourniquet. So like if you're bleeding out through the femoral artery or something, then you gotta wrap it around your thigh. Get that in the bucket. I got some survival towels. How many are in this pack? From SOL as well. SOL. Type pack. Compact, lightweight towels expand for many uses. Can be used wet or dry, reusable and machine washable. So they're 4 towels, 12 times 24 inch each, or 30 by 60 centimeters. Expected, okay. Perimeter trip alarm. Used for an early warning signal against intruders and for deterring large wildlife. From Idaho, looks like. Barcode there. Tripwires. All right, I'm back. Try to think of some stuff that I could discuss out there, but man, turning on already. Yeah, I couldn't really think of much. Ooh, this is gonna be a long hour. Let me check on the guest list again and see if we got anybody. If anybody would like to join the chat, here's the Discord link. What else that I can raid at the moment? Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss today. Sorry. Low energy, I guess. A lot of roofing. I've been up since 4:45. Had some weird dream about my Alaska Malamute dog back in Germany, Max. There's a picture of him there. Maxie boy. Yeah, I've dreamt that he was like a puppy. I guess he was like a newborn or something like that. Like he'd fit in my hand, and he still had like he was blind and had like the amniotic fluid over embryonic, whatever. That fluid from the placenta around him, and I was having like nurse him or something like that, and he made like a little nest or den behind the dryer with like loose socks that go missing. It was really strange. So, and I woke up around 4:45, and yeah, I slept for maybe like a power nap from like 9:30 to 10:30 thereabouts. So I got about an extra hour of sleep. So about 5 hours combined. But maybe I should have taken a power nap this evening. But yeah, just wrapping up with the roofing stuff, and should be finished tomorrow. But it's gonna be hot as balls then, so we're gonna try to get it done first thing in the morning around 7:30. So I got an early start. So unless there's anything else we want to discuss, I'm thinking I might just cut out early and switch gears to karaoke. So let's get an audience poll here. Karaoke or continue with podcast. Let's see what the audience requests. I was hoping I could keep all the free speech things to like 2.5-ish hours. But yeah, I'm probably going to do just a couple hours of karaoke tonight as well. Oh, 9/11. 9/11. Isn't this entertaining? Playing the waiting game. Yeah, I definitely need to come up with an agenda, and I need to make sure that I've got guests that can pop in. So it's not just me talking for 2.5 hours, because it seems to be a lot more exhausting than singing for 6-7 hours. And I'm also still recovering. I'm recuperating from the roof coof, breathing in all that tar and everything up there. So I was gonna try this, but I haven't tried to open it yet. So I might save that for like real emergency situation. It's a sinus inhaler. Help alleviate congestion from allergies and colds. From Vicks people pads for soothing menthol scent. Steam therapy for sinus, cold, and allergy relief. So, well. All right. Looks like we're going to switch gears and do karaoke. So, we'll sign out now for the Free Speech Podcast. Thanks for joining. I know it's a short one here. It's a little over an hour. But, yeah, I just guess I'm not really feeling it tonight. I mean, I would just be getting out of my meeting about 13 minutes ago, but that got canceled today, too, for the People's Party Canada, PPC. So hopefully I'll be the riding representative here for Ancaster, Dundas, Hamilton West. But we'll see how that goes. So I'm also organizing a singles and mingle party sometime mid-August. So I'm going to try to have it over at the Brassy because that's like stone's throw for me, stumbling distance. Very convenient. But yeah, I still have to arrange all the RSVP stuff and everything. So yeah, wish I could go a little longer with this, but it is what it is. So I'll stop streaming now, or stop. Well, I'm going to keep streaming, but I'm going to stop recording now, and we'll cut this off at about half of what I was expecting to get through tonight. But no sign of my guest, so it is what it is. It's Deutschland Dan signing off for the Free Speech Podcast. Peace out.